Welcome back, everybody. My name is Winback, and on today's episode, we're going to be playing the oldest healer. Well, that may be relative. He looks like the oldest healer in the bunch. His name is Deckard Cain, and he wants you to sit still and listen to him tell stories. We're on Volskaya Foundry today. We're going to try to show you the best build that I can with this character and hopefully not fuck him up too hard. It's a YouTube video after all. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe your heart out. We do 4 of these bad boys a week, and we are still in the midst of Healer Week. Still trying to figure out what to do for next week. Hopefully there's a patch at some point, if it hasn't happened already, because we record these in the past. Anyway, Deckard Cain is a very... Ooh, my god, just getting launched into oblivion. First kill of the game on the Nazebo, if you can imagine that, just standing right out in the middle of the lane. So Deckard Cain is a healer who kind of requires his team to be aware that they may be at least 50% in charge of their own healing. Deckard, by rights, has only one healing ability, and it is really in the hands of the player to either lead the potion really hard on the character who needs it, or the character who needs it walking on top of that potion. So, he is, by rights, one of my least efficient healers of the group, and that's really sad because his kit is legitimately a lot of fun. Now, our only heal button is going to be Healing Potion. We just toss a potion out on the ground. You can see the little indicators here right next to our portrait above our health bar. We can have 5 of those bad boys persisting on the battlefield at any given time, but once you hit 5, once you start throwing them down after that, you're going to start replacing the ones that were on the field prior to that one. So, we're going to heal for 304 anytime that a character either walks over or we can manage to hit a person with a potion, which is hilarious to me when I'm thinking about it, but like just imagine getting a potion thrown directly at your face, being forcibly healed by an old man tossing potions. Can we... Okay, I guess we're not going to do the camp. That's fine, whatever, who needs it? Gul'dan in some trouble, getting 4-man ganked because he's out in the middle of the lane with no mobility to speak of, but Garrosh is going to get us the counter kill on the Hogger. 3 potions just hanging out there. It looks like... There we go. He's going to pick them up. That's good. That's about 900 healing on that guy. And he was completely in charge of it that whole time. Because I can't hit him for shit. Because people in Quick Match like to walk in weird directions. So, our W ability is called the Herodric Cube. Okay, we're just going to completely throw him out of everybody's combo and make sure that he lives. Good stuff. Way to go. Right, but Herodric Cube, so on a 12-second cooldown, after 0.5 seconds, our Herodric Cube is going to explode, dealing 101 damage to all enemies in the area and slowing them by 35% for 1.75 seconds. Now, that doesn't seem like a whole lot. Obviously, you know, when you're just looking at it, oh my god, tossing everybody into the gates. The gates are just cleaning up. 35% slow doesn't seem like a whole lot. And the damage seems pretty, you know, minor as well, right? At least moderate, maybe. That's a good, better definition. But it couples really well with setting up our Scroll of Sealing, which is our E. And this is going to basically lay a very telegraphed triangular area on the battlefield that has to wind up. And as it is winding up, it's just going to cover that large triangular area. Once it comes to its complete unfurling, as the talent says, it is going to root everybody and deal damage. You can see it right there. Woo, big old triangle. Over 2.25 seconds, it has to ramp up, basically. But if they're trapped there, they take about 200 damage, and they're going to get rooted for 1.5 seconds. The AoE on the ability is absolutely fucking massive, and your W, your Herodric Cube, sets up really nicely for when you put down the Scroll of Sealing. You're going to put your Herodric Cube right behind it to slow people and get them stuck inside the the root for the ability. I really hope this is all recording right now. Let me make sure. Good. Oh, thank God. I was going to be really upset. Sometimes action just freaks out, and it's like, I don't want to record this one for you. Anyway, so that's our Q, W, and E abilities all out of the way. Our trait, called Fortitude of the Faithful, when at least one other allied hero is nearby Deckard, he's going to get 10 armor, and his basic abilities recharge 50% faster. I'm not real positive what's going on with the robot right now. This is me. I'm trying to walk towards them, I guess, but I don't know what's going on. It's not actually doing damage. It killed a fountain in the bottom lane. And I don't necessarily have a problem with, breaking open the bottom lane. That seems like a solid strategy. But if you're just going to kill a fountain and start walking in circles, then what are we doing? Anyway, I like it when they stand still. Gul'dan just eating a potion while he's sucking on that Johanna. But our trait. So, the 50% recharge for our abilities. While we're near, you can see right now around Deckard there's a red circle. As long as there's another character in there, we are going to get our healing potion 3 seconds faster? Or no, not 3 seconds faster. I can't do this by my... Okay, fuck it. Whatever. Nobody wants to take the camp. So 50% faster would be... The cooldown is 4 seconds, so we're going to get it 2 seconds faster? No, that's not right. I don't actually know. It doesn't actually make any sense to me. Throw the Q so I can see. I'm guessing that's like 2 seconds? Maybe 3. I have no idea. I honestly can't tell you just from looking at it. And I don't know how the math works, so... Let's say 3. Best case scenario, it's 2, because it's definitely not 1. But having the cooldowns up faster is mucho importante. Mainly because your healing potions, again, you have to throw them all over the place, and it's really, really easy to miss them. Especially when a lot of people on your team need a lot of healing, and they don't seem to know how to walk towards the ones that are already down on the ground. I can't get to whoever's down there running for their life. I could barely get to Gul'dan, and he still died, even though there's a potion just laying right there. Same deal with Dahaka. He's getting kills. I'm putting roots down to secure his escape, and not a goddamn one of the potions was picked up. That's me pinging them all in frustration because I put the healing in all of your hands, and you all walked away from it. So there we are. Luckily, Kerrigan still soaking, doing whatever she's doing. I am okay with that, since everybody else had the wonderful idea to just run it down, unless you're going to get killed right now, in which case I'd... okay. Yep, looks like you're dead. Map awareness does not exist in Quick Match. Now, anyway, getting the ability cooldowns back, good stuff. Having a healing button go out more often because you miss it so often on this character, good stuff. And then having your root and your slow combo up more often, super useful. But again, you have to be standing near your teammates to do this, which is fine because you're the healer. You should be near them anyway, but just remember, you have to be fairly close to them. You got to check out the little circle indicator around you. Oh my god, they think they can kill me, but I am a tanky old man. Especially when I have a teammate nearby. Oh my god, I got booped out of my ultimate, and I am furious. My ultimate, though, is called Stay a While and Listen. It's Deckard's ultimate. He is going to read a story to a whole bunch of people in a very, very large AoE, and he's going to put them all to sleep, because as riveting as the story is, he's just a very snoozy old guy, and he makes you want to take a nap and curl up by the fire. So... after 1 second, we're going to channel for 3 seconds, putting enemy heroes in front of Deckard to sleep while channeling, and for 2 seconds after. Enemies can only be put to sleep once per cast, and sleep's effects end instantly if they take damage, much like any sleep will do. The good news is the AoE is so huge that if the enemy team ever decides to try to come into your team, you immediately have a disengage button as long as you're standing in the back where you should be. We're going to knock both Hogger and Nazebo just unconscious and then run our asses away while Dahaka eats all that death for us. The rest of our teams decided to show up here. I don't know what that taunt on Johanna was. I don't know what that fear was, but toss onto the Grey Mane over the wall is, I guess that's okay. A lot of weird things happening in this game. My internet is about to go out too, so you'll get to see me glitching in and out of existence, standing still, repeatedly, and just getting more and more frustrated every micro instance of the disconnection. I can't wait to get to that part of the game, let me tell you what. But our talent build is more important, I believe, because the talent build is what I think is the most efficient build for Deckard, and I base this on the watching of CCL players, mainly watching BBJ play it, and oh god, I just watched someone today play it really, really well. Nope, can't remember who it was. I think it's probably the crowd control. I think it's X-Ray is the crowd control healer. Anyway, if you're not watching the CCL, check it out, because it's the most competitive form of HOTS that we have currently, and it's fantastic for keeping up to date on the best builds and what is really just maximum efficiency in terms of characters that you like to play. But that being said, our level 1 talent, even though you can't see it, is Sapphire. Sapphire is an activatable 1 key that is going to empower our next Horadric Cube, and what it's going to do is make that Horadric Cube slow by an extreme amount, and I believe it's going to do more damage as well. Good, now that we're out of the fucking robot. Yeah, it's going to double the damage, and it's going to increase the slow from 35% to 60%, which is nuts, because that is basically a guaranteed route if you manage to hit your cube on top of targets who are already in the AoE for your root. Oh my god. Getting rooted just right in the middle of everything. Hogger. You just can't catch this old guy. You can't do it. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is my internet shit. This is my team pinging me because I'm probably a bot right now. Now I'm back to me. Good. Alright, well, let's just lock the camera for the moment, because I can only imagine it's going to get worse. Our level 4 talent is called Potion of Shielding. Whenever an ally is healed by a healing potion, they also gain a 247 point shield for 6 seconds. So that effectively makes our potions do about 800 total health and shielding for anyone who picks them up. So that being said, if we put them on our Garrosh, they're going to be infinitely more effective. Same thing with Kerrigan, even Dahaka to some extent, because the amounts that they're getting shielded for, they can heal through, or they can get more armor for, or they can get more shielding. Like, lots of good stuff going on there with shields. I would say Ruby is also a good pick, but not if you're also going to take Emerald at or Sapphire at 1, because picking between the gems all the time is kind of rough. Oh my god. Ooh, the falling sword directly out. How are we going to make it out of here? We're going to need a big stay a while and listen. There is the Ravenous Spirit from Nazebo. We're going to try to trap 2 people here. We did get the Grey Mane trapped in the little cubby hole, and Kerrigan was able to jump onto Nazebo to get him off of that spirit. Meanwhile, Joe going down because she was just standing in the wrong ass spot. I'm a bot again. Yeah, now I'm not again. Oh my god. Things are getting hot again. I just want to be shot again. Anyway, so our level 7 talent is going to be Kanai's Cube. Horadric Cube is going to reduce hero damage dealt by 30% for 4 seconds. Why am I taking this over Cube Mastery or Emerald? Mainly because, oh my god. Because having the reduced damage on characters that are coming into our team is, I think, a strong part of Deckard's kit. Not only can you use your ultimate to really counter-engage the enemy team, but if they have reduced damage when they're coming at you, when you fling out your cube, which is a fairly short cooldown in and of itself, it's just going to hurt a lot more. And then if they have that reduced damage while they're trapped in a root, you can see where I'm going, but it basically just gives your W, which I think is the least impactful ability that Deckard has, gives it more impact, which is nice. Ooh, my God. Just everybody trying to chase down my old ass and really not having a good time. At 13, we are going to pick up Ancient Blessings. This is going to give you an activatable D key, and when you hit your D key, your team in the area around you, in your circle, are going to get increased basic attack damage, and they are going to heal for 197 for every time that they attack a hero. This effect can only occur once per second, but it is an 8-second duration, and it kind of gives your team the ability to do a little bit of their own healing while doing some extra burst damage on top of, helping you survive. 16 is called Safety in Numbers. If at least 2 allied heroes are nearby, Fortitude of the Faithful is going to give us 20 armor now, 50 mana regen, and we're going to get our basic abilities 100% faster than we would normally. So having that half cooldown on both your W and your E is really significant. Hey, look at me! And then having 2-second potions obviously is really, really good for keeping your ass alive, keeping the homies alive. I mean, it's solid. If you've taken the Stay a While and Listen at 10, you basically have to take Respect the Elderly at 20, because Stay a While and Listen is going to silence and blind enemies for 3 seconds once they're woken up from sweep. Sweep? Yes, we need to sweep the floor. It's dirty. No mops involved. Jesus. What is wrong? Okay. Anyway, so 3 seconds of being silenced and blind in that massive AoE, and especially when you just need to turn around, fling that bitch on a team that's just running at you, it is super, super, super effective at winning team fights. You could also take Endless Potions at 20 if you're really feeling that method of play, but if I'm picking this ult, it's go big or go home, and that's how I feel. Sorry this was a little bit cut short on the talent descriptions. I got so sidetracked by being a bot for so long that I forgot how this game actually went. But that's going to be it for me today. And we'll be back to cap it off tomorrow for Healer Week. Thank you so much for hanging out. GG's, and I'll see you then.